Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome back to the Weekend Roundup. It is so good to see all of your faces after we didn't talk to you last week.
Can't wait to see your face.
Can't wait to see your face.
I missed you.
I missed you too.
I missed you.
It's tough being away from Maddie. She just got back about 5 seconds ago, and now I am leaving her in 3 days to...
Yeah, me and Lauren have been through it this morning. I forgot we were recording.
It's on you what you would like to share with the audience.
That's all I'm going to say is that I forgot we were recording this morning.
Yeah, Maddie was a little preoccupied when I showed up to the house this morning.
Yeah.
But Mads, she was feeling a little tired from just getting in from Toronto.
Yeah, that's why I was tired.
The little Toronto trip.
My little Toronto. I went to Ottawa too, the Ottawa moment.
I actually don't know anything that happened. So
yeah.
Sometimes I say that I'm lying for like theatrical effect, but I actually don't know anything that happened on your trip. So I would love to hear along with everyone else.
Yeah, Lauren woke me up banging on my window today.
It wasn't the only thing banging.
Okay, Ottawa. So I went to go visit Jay, Jay Slaughter at season 1.
AKA
season 1, Caramilk season 2.
Yeah.
And Jay has been doing a drag competition as Caramilk, Ottawa's next drag superstar. Caramilk was crowned when I was there. It was the finale. It was literally
I'm so glad you got to be there for that.
No, same. It was so fun. And we got to do I was in the entourage, Caramilk's famous. Caramilk's Ottawa famous, let me tell you. We would be walking down to the bar or whatever, and Jay would be like, okay, and not even as Caramilk, as Jay. We went to the bar, and then he's like, look, okay, we just can't be a distraction to the show that's going on. I'm like, okay, whatever. We go. Literally, immediately, Jay is pulled up on stage. The drag queen that's performing is dancing, doing this whole thing. I'm so I just stop. I don't go on stage, and then Jay just goes in the bar and is like, and I'm like, hey.
Come on up.
I'm trying to walk through people.
So you went up on stage too?
Yeah, but I was just in the background. I was in the entourage.
Okay.
So I was just going around.
So what
helping.
is an entourage?
The entourage is, I'm not sure if this is an official term or just
Caramilk's vibe.
Caramilk's vibe, but we were just me and my friend were just following Caramilk around for the show, and basically I was in charge of the clothes, the shoes, the quick outfit changes. I was honestly momager vibes, right? That was me. That was my role. And it was so fun. I
didn't know that you went out there to work. You were out there.
I didn't know either. I was fully immersed in the Ottawa drag scene, and it was pretty cool. I don't really watch RuPaul. I've seen RuPaul.
You're gonna say that in the presence of a gay person? Fucking hell.
Sorry. Well, here's the thing now. I'm I feel I was really thrown in the deep end with drag. I have this whole new appreciation for it. Imagine watching RuPaul for the first time, but instead of just watching it, you're literally living in it. Yeah, you're in the show. Yeah. You're doing the changes. We went to we literally took a bus 40 minutes and then had to get picked up at the bus stop and drive another 15 minutes just to go to this drag designer's house. And then
yeah, you were texting me.
It was so freaking cool. Their basement was just all these wigs and shoes and hundreds of outfits, and they were in charge of designing all the or not all, but Isis Couture, who won Canada Drag Race season 2.
Do I know?
Yeah, so
I know?
Saw Isis's tour dress before it was ready.
Yeah.
I have a photo of it, so maybe if Isis posts a picture in it, I'll do the side.
Maddie, I will say, not to get Mads in any trouble, but Maddie did send me a photo of it, and
I did.
I was told not to show it to anyone, and I swear to God I didn't. Although I was so tempted.
It was pretty iconic.
I didn't show anybody, and I thought, I guess I didn't read Maddie's text right, but Maddie sent it to me, and I thought that was Jay's outfit for the finale, and I wish I could show you guys the text. All of my texts were I'm gagged. This is
I know. I was like, yeah, it is, but it's not Caramilk's. Got it. No.
I was this almost isn't even fair that Caramilk's
but
gonna
Caramilk's fit even was
it was
so on
flawless.
Point. Kiki the designer, everything. So obsessed.
Kiki with
Caramilk. Yeah. No, Kiki Co. Let me check the @, but I'm pretty sure on Insta it's @KikiCo. if you want to check out some fun
drag fits.
Oh, it's Kiki, so COE Kiki. Call Me Mother. Oh, it's so good. Sorry, I'm just
does Jay have a drag mom?
Yes. Kimmy Couture, who is on season 3 of Drag Race.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do some viewing parties at mine, by the way.
Okay.
If you want to watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
I think it's gonna be fun. I'm really excited.
This is exciting.
And I met Kimmy. You met Kimmy. Kimmy's a queen.
Wow.
Also, I want to talk about this. Caramilk's like final speech, I don't know what you would call it, like coronation speech.
Yeah.
Was
crowning speech
was about like including drag kings, which we talked about.
I love that man. Yeah. I love him. I love you, Jay.
we talked about it on our episode, so I thought it was like awesome because the final 2 was Caramilk and Oliver Twisted, who was a drag king, and I'd never seen. Yeah,
I think I've seen them before. They had like they have the 2 long braids.
Potentially,
or maybe they had a different
probably
hairstyle.
I think they
performed. I think they performed at the Glow drag concert that I went to, because there was a drag king there who had that name. Like that name rings a bell.
Potentially,
and they were from Toronto.
No, that would add up.
Say it again.
Oliver Twisted.
Okay, yeah, I've definitely seen Oliver Twisted.
Oliver Twisted, so good. Also, there was actually I think I saw 3 drag kings in total. Bend Over was another one. Bend Over. Yeah, that was.
Oh, I thought you were saying you saw the 3 of them bend it
over.
Oh,
no. No, that was the drag king name. And I thought it was so hilarious. And like their number was so good. Like just so good. And just, yeah, it was just overall a really fun time. I was like backstage and shit. I was really getting the weekend roundup experience, but like in Ottawa.
That sounds so fun.
The Caramilk experience.
Yeah. I want to sign up for that.
Yeah. Well, so Caramilk's doing a ton of shows in Hallie. Within the next 2 weeks. I mean, I don't know, when's this episode coming out?
This Sunday.
Oh yeah, okay. So in the next like week, Caramilk will have a bunch of shows in Hallie. I'll post the link to Caramilk's link tree. But yeah, Ottawa's Next Drag Superstar will be Hallie main stage for free. So if you want to check out,
we'll be there.
A nice fun free drag show. Yes, we will be there. And there's also a few shows, I think, at the Seahorse. Yeah.
Wherever you're gonna see Caramilk, you're probably also gonna see us, because now we're Caramilk's bitches, really.
Yeah, Caramilk's we're in the entourage.
We're groupies.
That's the thing. Yeah, we're groupies.
Not the first time, but definitely more fun this time.
Hopefully we're not any groupies anymore after. But we're in the entourage, and yeah, definitely check out a show because that's gonna be like so fun.
So what was the Toronto like nightlife like? Because while you were out and loving life, we'll get to my updates. But I was just not on the same vibe, and I really want to know what was going on. I've never been to Toronto. Well, I've been to like Niagara Falls and stuff, but
never like the city.
No, I did live in Ontario.
I knew that.
Isn't that weird? I lived there for a year. Weird places I've lived. I was born in British Columbia. I lived in Ontario for a year. I lived in Maine, like the States, and my parents owned a Tim Hortons there. And I went to kindergarten.
Not like the main Tim Hortons though. Like I literally know the Tim Hortons. Yeah. Didn't they open it? Did they open it? Like they like opened the Tim Hortons there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they didn't like buy it from someone else.
No, it was built and then is that a fuck? Oh damn.
Sorry.
I don't think you can see the back because the back is blown out.
If you could see it, that's pretty
crazy. A military train literally just flew. Oh my god! It just got a train. A military helicopter. It just got so close to that building too. Anyways,
good for them.
We get distracted.
Yeah. So Lauren's been living around the world, around Canada at least.
I'm an international traveler. I did go to kindergarten in the States, so I do know the Pledge of Allegiance, and I watched weird non-cable television shows
Lucky
in the States. I know, it's weird. I'll see stuff on Twitter or TikTok being like, anyone else remember this show? And I'll show it to Brianna and be like, oh my God, remember this? And she's like, no.
That's because it's
American
shit.
Show,
some American shit.
But yeah, what was the nightlife like?
Nightlife was good. It was fucking so busy. So we weren't in Toronto. Like we were in Ottawa for the majority of the trip just because we had the drag show. So like we were, working, and then we go to Toronto. It was it was on Canada Day.
Like how long would that take? I'm not a very good
We
Canadian.
took a bus for like 5 hours.
To get to Toronto?
Yeah, from Ottawa.
I didn't know it was that far.
Yeah, if you take a train, it's like
I'm American,
less.
so I don't know.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah, so we went out on Canada Day, and we had like tickets for like a bar crawl because we knew it was gonna be fucking stacked. So we were like, okay, if we just get the
bar
bracelets,
crawls are fun though.
No,
it's really fun.
they're the way. Honestly, the way to go when you're traveling, because it's not like you know any of the good bars anyways.
Yeah.
So it's like this way, at least you get to try out a few.
Also really awesome for solo travelers. My old boss was a huge
100%
solo traveler, and she told me about how when she would go to a new city, she would do bar crawls because you're going with a group of people, right?
Yeah, so it like makes sense.
You meet them, you meet friends, you have friends for the night. That was always like her move, and a smart move at that.
No, 100%. It's definitely a move. And this one was like, it was pretty bumping. Like, we went pretty late just because we're at a Blue Jays game before. So,
oh yeah, how was that?
Blue Jays game was crazy.
We're big baseball girls. I'm going to a baseball game in San Francisco.
Big baseball fans.
You've heard it here first. Footy fans.
Footy fans. Now
baseball bitches.
Yes. Nice. I was like not sure where to go.
I was going to say boobs, but that didn't. I don't know.
I don't know.
That was a little
guess
gay.
it doesn't really work.
But let's.
Yeah. Yeah, no. It was good. We went to this place called Toy Box, which was like honestly my favorite. Like,
place,
it was a vibe. It was like I wasn't even really in the mood to go out, but when you walk in this place, you're just automatically in the mood because the lights are going.
That's a good spot.
No, it's a good spot. The lights are going, the like strobe lights, like honestly dangerous for anyone who has sensitivity to light. And that's how you know it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
The music was crazy. The DJ was on point at Toy Box. And there was also like the whole thing was like Toy Box. It was like good girls go to heaven, bad girls go to Toy Box. And then there was like a giant, like apparently there's like a giant furry that walks around in like a
just the one
teddy bear costume. But yeah, the nightlife was good. It was a good time. Toy Box was a vibe. There were some other bars, but it was just like chaotic. Mm-hmm. It was chaotic as fuck. Like Toronto, definitely a bigger city. Definitely a bigger city.
Crazy observation.
I know no one saw that coming. But yeah, it's a big city, and I don't know, it's different for sure. Not in a bad way, not in a good way, just different.
Which one do you rather?
Oh,
Hallie or
I'm a Hallie girl. It all goes back to Lake Ontario versus the ocean.
Okay. Why do you feel that way?
Because Lake Ontario, one, I just have a thing. Okay. This goes back. This is a prejudice I have.
Oh.
As a Nova Scotian
it's important
person.
to be open.
Yeah. Like ocean or lake, I'm going to choose ocean every time.
Yeah.
And that's just because I grew up here. And like looking at the ocean feels like it makes sense that this is an ocean.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at the lake, you literally look, it's like fake. It just like wants to be an ocean. And it'll never be an ocean.
That's true. I guess we are called Canada's ocean playground for a reason. Because
Yeah.
I do also look at the ocean and feel like I'm home.
Yeah, like you see the ocean and you feel something. You look at a lake, you're like,
and you feel something.
Okay, what is
I know.
this?
Imagine moving to like dirty. Saskatchewan or something like that. I mean, I just wouldn't want to move to Saskatchewan in general. But my friend who lives in BC feels the same way as well. Like she grew up on the ocean, so she's like the only other place I could live is Nova Scotia, and that's the only other place she has lived.
Yeah.
It's just either or for her.
No,
you need to be near it.
Same.
When you grow up with it, you kind of have to be near it. I don't think I could be away from the ocean.
No, I agree. And the lake is like, okay. And this literally in grade 12, I went to Ontario and I stayed with a billet family, and they were like,
what the fuck? When?
It was for a leadership conference. Like just no questions. Just no questions. And they were like, well, we can go to the beach. And I was like, the beach?
Is it like a little man-made beach?
Yeah, no, like I was like, what do you mean the beach? And they were like the beach on the Great Lakes. Like the Great Lakes are huge. They're like the ocean. And I was like, they're not like the ocean. And my billet parents got so mad. Like they were like actually salty about it. And I was like, sorry. It's just one thing I stand true to, stand by. Mm-hmm. Great Lakes, ocean.
That is a good point. Another question I have for you, which is not that interesting, but just with everything going on right now,
sure.
What was the airport like? Because I am leaving on Thursday.
So yeah, the airport, Hallie was like not too bad. It was worse than I thought it would be. And fucking Flair. We flew Flair.
Well, doesn't Flair get you to fly the plane yourself? Like standing room
like,
only?
Fuck. we get a text the day before the flight. Not to go on a quick airport rant.
You have to. If you come back from the airport and you don't have an airport rant, then you must be
Did you actually travel?
Meditation guru.
Yeah, no. We get a text like the day before the flight that the flight's been delayed an hour. So I was like, okay, perfect. We'll just go to the airport later. You know, whatever. Like usually they don't go back on that. So whatever. We get to the airport. The line is longer than I thought, but it's like, okay, we still have a good amount of time. We get there. We're like, let's go grab a drink, maybe some food before we get on the flight because we still have enough time. So we sit down. Luckily, we're sitting right across from our gate. We didn't know until after we sat down. We had ordered. We're like looking at the stuff. And then randomly, like there's an announcement that we can't fucking hear because when can you ever understand it?
No.
It's like, so it's literally like, and you're like trying to figure out what the fuck it's saying.
It sounds like the Muppets. Like,
yeah, literally. And then fucking everyone starts going and boarding our flight. And like, I'm just sitting there watching like, wait, do you guys think it's boarding? So, and then my friend goes and checks and they're like, yeah, it's fucking boarding. So I had like 4 nachos. And then I guess we were like, why is it boarding so early? Like, it's literally like an hour early. They were like, yeah, well, just like, we're trying to get everyone on the flight so we can leave early. What? Who's heard of a flight leaving early? No wonder everyone misses their Flair flights, you know? You don't just like change the schedule like that.
Flair runs on just vibes.
No, seriously.
Flair runs on vibes.
Other than that, like I actually really enjoyed flying Flair. Like it was really comfy. And then the way back, we didn't go to Pearson. We went to Billy Bishop because Pearson's
is
apparently
a nightmare.
fucked right now.
I'm flying out of Pearson on the way back.
Yeah, have fun.
But we booked a purposeful 5-hour layover.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just in case.
I think that's a good decision.
Yeah.
Pearson's a little whack right now. So we flew Porter on the way home. The chair was a fucking rock. Like
Porter. I've never heard of that.
Never heard of
no.
Porter. Weird.
Porter. No.
Maybe it's no. I think you should have heard of Porter.
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyways, the fucking chairs were rock hard, so I don't
Not fun.
necessarily recommend. Like,
yeah.
Like, and I paid half the price for my Flair ticket, and it was like Flair was comfy.
Mm-hmm.
Like Flair was comfy. They were just like early as fuck.
No, yeah, the airports are an absolute goddamn mess right now. I keep seeing TikToks of people making fun of Air Canada workers, which, like, deserve to be made fun of. Because I saw this tweet. It was like, somebody was delivering news like, oh yeah, and your flight is canceled and we're not giving you any vouchers and you can go fuck yourself. And it was like, wow, you didn't make eye contact or smile once. You're hired for the role.
No, literally, like,
which is so true. Remember when I went on my BC flight and it was like, hey, like, I suggest just getting on the flight and hoping you make it.
No,
like,
quite literally, like that. Everyone just runs on straight vibes. Like, it's just like, well, I feel maybe like if you vibe hard enough.
The airport used to be a respectable place, and then ever since the pandemic, it's like, well, we don't know what the fuck's going on.
No.
And I could be talking about my ass right now, but like, airports just
it's chaos. It's chaos.
Yeah, I've never related to those TikToks that are like, oh, you know, like when I walk into the airport, it's just such good vibes. Like I just feel so relaxed. Or like I see some people who are like, I just drive to the airport like when I'm feeling stressed. No, I have been in the streets looking for hard drugs to prepare myself to fly to California.
No, fair enough.
And
Lauren
texts
me asking if I know where to get drugs for her flight. And I was like,
Superstore, bro.
Yeah, I do. I do know a guy. Come on.
Yeah.
But like,
that's where we're at.
What is this text?
Well, it was so funny because my mom was like, well, you should really find something to help you for the flight. And I was like, yeah, I know. And she was like, just find like the best you can find. And I was like, okay. And then she was like, where would you get that? And I was like,
she's like, go shoot up before your flight.
And she was like, okay, yeah, I guess that is the answer you should say. Like,
she's like, text Maddie and get some fucking drugs.
No, I know. I do need to dope myself up. Because also when you think about it, later on in the year, I'm supposedly, if plans like continue to work and everything, going to Hawaii. So I'm going alone. Like, well, I'm not going alone.
Brutal.
I'm meeting up with people.
Yeah, you're flying alone.
But I would be flying alone. And I think I'm going to need actual black tar meth to get me on that plane to get over to Hawaii. Like, I'm horrified.
Fair enough.
I'm a little nervous too for this California flight, but I'm sitting next to my mom. who objectively is the least comforting person in the world. So actually that might not be any help, but we're
Is
going to
she?
try. Well, in those situations, yeah.
Yeah. Like she's like, you're being ridiculous kind of vibe, or
I think she's just on her own vibe in the airport. You know,
she's like
she runs on
she's
vibes.
like, you need something that I got. Like she's actually like doing drugs on the low key, like just to get through the flight. And you're like, Mom, I'm freaking out. And she's like, just
yeah, no, I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
We'll see what happens.
Stop. That's too funny.
But I guess we should probably give a little bit of a dating update in our lives.
You guys love to prey on our downfalls.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say, I don't know if I've said this in an episode, so if I have, just ignore it, but the 3 top rated episodes are fucking Jada Naha's, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
And then my 2 breakup episodes follow suit very closely. I was like, you guys serious?
We'd be fucked if they went above Jada.
No,
that would
yeah.
be the real test.
That would be quite the breakup app.
But yeah, what's going on with you, Mads?
Yeah, I'm seeing someone. I don't know. Remember, if you guys remember last episode, I said, I'm going to focus on myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing that. I am. I'm just balancing. It's a balancing act.
When have you ever balanced a relationship?
I'm trying something new. I'm trying something new
too.
Yeah.
I've decided.
Lauren is trying something new.
I've tried something new too. And what I'm doing is that, and I've talked with Maddie about this.
Yes, this is,
I do think it's important to preface that we are real life best friends.
Yeah, so Lauren can say this.
So I'm allowed to say this, and she knows that it comes from a place of love, and it is going to sound
It is a little unfair.
It is a little cunty, for sure.
It's a little unfair to the guys that I see.
Yeah. So
the new ones.
This is my new ones. I talked about with Maddie with this because she started seeing this guy after I endured 2 weeks of the I am going to focus on myself vibe. And so that
2 weeks, that seems a little generous, honestly. I said it once in that episode, and then I think I forgot that I ever mentioned that.
So I've decided now, like this new person who's come in, I've been monitoring. And I've decided now that I think what it needs to be with Maddie's lovers is that they're on bad terms with me until they're on good terms with me, because I am so tired
They gotta win Lauren
of
over.
these little fuckers coming in and fucking with Maddie, which then fucks with me. So this is really just a personal thing. So basically, I just think that Maddie is so lovely, and she's so beautiful, and she's confident, and she knows how to flirt, and she's sexy, and she knows how to get what she wants.
Oh my god!
And
me forgetting this is unfair in any kind of way. Keep going.
And I'm like, because I need you on my side. So when she gets with these guys, oftentimes they're very like enthralled with her. They're very interested in her, and things move very quickly. And Maddie loves love, so then Maddie also gets wrapped up into it very quickly before we even really kind of fully know the person.
Yeah,
but
I'm implementing a new rule,
and I love the like spontaneous vibe of it. Like when she was with her ex, and they like got together really quick. I was like, this is fun, fresh, and flirty. Obviously, I don't feel that way anymore. So they are not on good terms with me until they are on good terms with me.
We've had some negative past experiences.
I actually, if you can't tell, I actually don't want Maddie with anyone right now, which is probably coming through in how I talk to this person that you're seeing. Let's just say I'm very standoffish. I'm very hesitant. I'm questioning everything.
But you know what? It's nice because then I don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
So Lauren could just be like the negative one. Mm-hmm. It's like good cop, bad cop.
Good cop, slutty cop.
Yeah. I'm the slutty cop, bitch.
Bad cop, slutty cop. That's the name of the episode. That's the name. Bad cop, slutty cop. A cab, though.
Yeah. We should tell the story. The whole story. The whole truth. Shall I?
Tell your truth. I'm over here. You start talking and I'll start piping in, girl. You know it.
Okay. A while ago, I re-downloaded Hinge. Mm-hmm. And speaking of Hinge, total side note. When I was in Toronto, I started getting like Toronto TikToks, you know? So it was like my whole algorithm was, or like For You page was like
that
Toronto.
Happens, right? When I had my
scary.
When I had my layover in Calgary, my entire For You page was like rating Calgary bars.
No,
like, all this stuff, and they had like 40 likes.
Toronto, no, literally. So Toronto.
Your roommate just texted me because I texted her this morning, and I was like, wake Maddie the fuck up.
Oh, she knew what was going on. Okay, so Toronto has, I was getting like all these TikToks that were like the Toronto unhinged list, the Toronto unhinged list.
Yeah, let's talk about this because I've seen it too.
Yeah, so I investigated because I was like, what the fuck is this? I guess it's like this secret Facebook group in Toronto where girls will post like guys that they've been on Hinge dates with and then like rate them, review them. Kind of fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of wish we had one, but kind of fucked.
So here's the thing. I think that Halifax can definitely, I'm saying this to the listeners right now.
Yeah.
Guys, I think that we can do it if we wanted to do something like that. The thing is, though, Maddie and I can't start it. If you guys want to start it, Lauren Landry and Maddie Mills can separately join this group.
Yeah, I mean...
But I don't think legally the Weekend Roundup would be able to start.
To be honest,
I
can't even be posting reviews of people.
Same, I can't either, but I think you guys should do it.
No, I was like, this is a crazy...
Our dating life is too public now for us to be able to do that, but
yeah.
I think it's so funny and so useful and could be used very well here.
It could be. And
it matches our brand, but we can't really do it.
We're like, it's just like not good for
legally.
us. But I was like, that is insane that that's a thing. And like, I guess there was like, it got to a point where there was like security concerns over like finding out like who these men were and like what they were doing. And like, so they had to like stop adding people to this Facebook group.
Yeah. I guess
kind of wild.
It would get to, that's the thing is like, I feel like we can't start it because it would get to a point, right?
It would get to a point.
But very interesting
wild,
and
fucking
useful.
Wild. Yeah, like imagine like you're going on a date, so you just like Google a review of them.
It would have been nice to do that with like who the fuck is Nathan, because as I think we've talked about on here, a listener.
I don't know if we have.
I think that episode might have gotten cut. Let me say this quickly, guys. A listener messaged me and was telling me that they were listening to our latest episode at that time, and then when it was over, it started playing our first episode, which is Who the Fuck is Nathan, and she's listening, she just re-listened to it 'cause it's like a 20-minute episode, and she said the voicemail came on and I immediately knew that it was the guy I've been hooking up with. So
you hate to hear it. You hate to recognize someone on the Weekend Roundup podcast.
So I guess he had like a different name with her, I believe. And she sent me screenshots of their texts, like they had been hooking up whenever he would be in the city. So I don't even know if he's from here. Like, anyway, the mystery continues with him, but
he is just an enigma.
I wish I could like literally post a picture on the Weekend Roundup and be like, this is him. This is his account.
Wanted.
He changes his
name
all the
Weekend Roundup
time.
most wanted.
He is number one most wanted.
Nathan,
Mason, Jason, Kyle,
I don't know what the fuck
whatever
this guy's
whoever
name
you
is.
are.
But he's out there, so you guys seriously be careful.
Facebook profile, and I saw your beautiful photo with your fiance. What a lovely little family.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm back on Hinge.
Mm-hmm.
This was about 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, the episode that we recorded, Guys with Girlfriends, the story that I tell in that night. So, Guys with Girlfriends, I was hitting on this guy who ended up having a girlfriend. So, obviously, I'm in my feels. It's Wine Wednesday. I just chugged a whole bottle of wine. I'm upset. I'm devastated. What am I to do?
What's a girl to do?
Other than to turn to dating apps, right?
Yeah.
So, I go on Hinge. I'm, like, matching with this guy. He has his voice note. I'm like, hey, I like your voice. Drunk text or drunk message, honestly, like kind of embarrassing. And then we hit it off. We have like a stupid little, I'm not going to call it stupid. It was like a cute little, fun little combo. I can't look at it right now because it won't load, but I don't remember. It was like, I don't remember what our Hinge combo was. Basically, we ended up making plans to go out like the next day.
Mm-hmm.
He was big talk only.
Yeah.
Which is basically like you just skip the small talk. We talked about this a lot in season 1. Like big talk
we had
only.
merch for Big Talk in season 1.
Yeah, we did.
Season 1 merch.
Yeah, we did. We had a sticker, didn't we?
Yeah, we had a sticker with a megaphone that said Big Talk only.
And I stand by that.
Those stickers were fucking cute. I wish Redbubble
We'll bring the
didn't
stickers
suck.
back. We'll bring the stickers back,
Yeah.
maybe. But yeah, big talk only. You skip the small talk. You're talking about shit that matters, right? He's not fucking around with like, oh, how are you? What's up right now? Like he's like, let's go hang out and meet and see if this is like worth it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was into that. So I was like, okay, sure. Day comes around, we're supposed to do it, and Laura and I, Laura and I have a paper due for summer school.
Yeah, I mean, I know this guy's listening, and I know that you thought in that moment that Maddie bailed on you, and she really didn't. She really didn't.
Well, I did bail. I did bail,
but it wasn't like a I'm not interested, which is what it definitely seemed like that. But no, it was. I think it was, how long did it take us to write that paper? 12 hours?
Yeah.
Upwards of 12 hours.
Get this, it was based on a documentary, so we thought it was going to be like easy.
Yeah, this is actually...
The documentary was about the fucking financial crisis of 2008, which, you know what, very useful information. Like, if you don't know anything about the 2008 financial crisis.
Definitely an interesting thing to dabble
Google
in.
that shit up. I actually know a documentary if you want to spend 12 hours decoding it. But basically, yeah, we watched this like really complicated documentary on it.
Well, we did throw ourselves into a third-year poli-sci class for an elective for summer semester.
Dude, I used to minor poli-sci though.
And you didn't know
for
about
a
the 2008
whole semester.
And you didn't know about the 2008 financial crisis.
Just not my thing, right? Like, I know enough about it, but like this was like an intricate paper.
I swear to God, the only thing I knew is that The Big Short was inspired by it. That was literally it.
And one of the guys' names in the documentary was Dick Fold. That's like all I remember from that paper. Like, I actually blocked it out.
Yeah,
but Dick Fold.
It was supposed to be like a video, and then there was
you answer a few questions,
4 or 5 questions you had to answer. So we were like, okay, we'll do it the day of.
Didn't think it was gonna be hard.
And then probably about the 5-hour mark, I was like, Maddie, you still planning on going on?
No,
that
I was
date?
like, guys, like I'm thinking I'm gonna need to actually quit here.
Because like, the paper was also due at 9 p.m.
Yeah, like
all of ours were submitted at midnight.
Yeah, brutal. Like actually brutal. So I end up having to bail on him. Which here's the thing, and like this is gonna sound harsh, but it's no reflection of him in any way. When I like don't go on, or when I'm about to go on any kind of first date at all, I genuinely don't want to go.
Yep.
Like I do not want to go, and I don't think anyone wants to go.
Well, no, because like
it's never something I'm excited for until I'm there.
Well, like what I'll get into is that the crush that I texted in the last episode, when they eventually did text me back, it was like in that moment I didn't want to hang out with them anymore. Yeah, because you just get nervous, and when you're nervous, your first instinct is to bail.
No, and I tend to be the one to bail. I bail a lot. I said I told Lauren, I was like, yeah, like honestly, anywhere that I'm supposed to go, there's like only an 80% chance I'll actually make it there.
Even if she planned it.
Even if I planned it, like, and like 80% is like pretty good odds, but like 20% is still decently high, I would say, for like I'm gonna bail. Mm-hmm. Like, so yeah, it was kind of I
wouldn't say you're flaky, but you're definitely flake.
Yeah, I think I'm a flake. That's fair. I'm not even a flake, like I'm a bailer.
Yeah,
I guess it's the same
thing.
last
minute, like
it's like day of. It's day of.
Because Maddie makes there's a difference. There's 2 different kinds of people though. Like I don't think that this is just me and just you. I think that it's like this is in everyone. General? When I make a plan and I make a plan for like, I don't know, 3 p.m. at this time, it's like, okay, everything, like my whole day is going to revolve around this plan. Like I'm going to this, like blah, 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 whatever. Whereas like when Maddie makes a plan, it's like, yeah, let's go if I'm feeling it that day. Like I'm not going to force myself to go kind of thing. Whereas I am. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So and that's like probably the way you should be.
Well, it's not always
and I've worked
fun.
on it a lot, but
yeah, for sure.
I'm a lot better than I used to be on it. Mm-hmm. But for first dates, generally, I don't want to go.
Everyone feels
Nobody wants to go on a first date.
No.
So I bail, and I honestly just don't really think of it again. Like, I get COVID within the next, like, 2 days, and then I'm just locked at home. So I'm like, fuck it. Like, I guess this is just it. So I literally, like, so drum. I delete the messages. I delete his number, and I just...
Because she was focusing...
Because I was focusing on myself. I was focusing on myself. I was locked in isolation. I was like, you know what?
Zen. Very zen vibes.
Let's just focus on me. And I did for 10 days or whatever. And then I get a text. The text is, I have a theory, ... from a random number, right? I don't put together, I have no idea who it is when I get this text. And I say, let's hear it. Because, like, maybe I'll figure it out, right? And the text says, so when you bail last minute on a date... The onus of asking to go on another date / reschedule falls to you. Since I haven't received a text from you in the last 10 days, you're indifferent.
This is so me, but serious.
No.
Like, if he wasn't joking, that's how I am.
No.
Like, I'm like, hello, we were supposed to hang out.
No, literally. Like, and you know what? Hilarious text, to be honest. Yeah. Like, that, I was like,
He dragged you, as he should have.
As
Drag her
he
ass.
should.
I'm not on your side, and I'm not going to be for a long time.
No,
but
yeah.
I will be on this.
Yeah,
on this
you know
one.
what? I was in the wrong. I was in the wrong.
Eat her up, no crumbs.
Yeah. So I'm like, I lied and I said, I was like, yeah, sorry, like my roommate got COVID, like so, and then I had COVID, so I just didn't want to text you. I was like, I have no excuse for telling you that though, for not telling you that, so I'm sorry. And he goes, no need to apologize. I'm just letting you know the ball is in your court. If you want to see me, you'll make the effort. I'm free whenever.
That's so true. He's so real for that.
I was like, he's real for that. He's real for that. So, I mean, so I said, how about tomorrow night? Because I feel like that, I was like, okay, you know what? He's still putting in an effort. Fine. You know, like he's saying he's not, but like that, you texted me. So like, yeah, you want to hang out. So he's like, when and where? So, and then I pitch him my fave pizza place. So we end up going.
It's really funny because right before they left, I called Maddie and I was like, oh, are you still going on that date today? And she was like, yeah, I'm so tired though. Like, I don't want to go.
I don't want to go.
And I was like, well, you have to. Like, you have to go on the second one. Like, the ball's in your court. She was like, I'm just going to go in and get out. Like, we have homework. I'm tired.
Yeah, so the next text in my phone is at 6 a.m. Thanks for a great night. Brutal. So in that time frame, since I talked to Lauren,
like, and then it's like, why are you putting Maddie in a conservatorship?
yeah, I will say I must have lied a little bit on that one. We did. So we went and got pizza, and then pizza and beer, and then after that, we were like, okay, we don't want the night to finish. Where are we gonna go?
So how did you go from I want to get in and out to we don't want the night to end. We're young and hot and it's summer and we just want to run around in our sexy little bodies.
That's what we said.
Feel young and free. For one night.
Like one night and one night only. Just kidding. Well, just wait. No, so I don't know. We were just eating our pizza and I liked talking to him. He was good. He was a good conversationalist. And you could tell, like, when I was talking to him, he was very smart, which is different from my usual type. Yeah. No offense.
It's nice to hold a conversation.
Like a whole intellectual. Like, yeah. I was like, whoa, like, we're speaking about some serious stuff. Like, and he wasn't fucking around with the small talk again. So, like, obviously that I was into that. And he was really confident. That drew me into. Because, I don't know, I feel like I tend to go for... maybe not as not that the guys I go for are not confident, but I'm usually the one who's like,
this is what
in my power
say.
And like all this shit. And like he was owning the night. He was controlling the night.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that Maddie is very like dominant, and then in like flirting and like relationships and stuff like that. So when she was texting us being like, oh, like Maddie was like, I thought I had game, but I guess I don't, and like all this stuff, and I was like, no, like you're still the same bitch you were when you walked in there, but he's just out alphaing you.
He out
which you were probably
me.
not prepared for, so it was pretty easy to knock you off your guard, right?
That is so true, and I'm rarely out alphaed by a man at that. But it was fun, and then we're like, okay, let's continue. So we head downtown, and we try to get into a bunch of places, like. We try to go to Red Karaoke, where I had my 21st B-Day, if you remember that from season 1. That was so iconic. But they only had like these big rooms available. So we were going to do it with strangers, but they had like this COVID capacity. It was like a whole thing. So we were like, okay, we're not doing that. And then we tried like a few other places, couldn't get in. So we were like, fuck it. Let's go to Pacifico, the jazz bar, which if you have not been to Pacifico, now that it is a full-fledged jazz bar.
What did it used to be? Because I never went to Old Pacifico. I know. Hold your gasp. But as we all know, I am very young.
She's a baby.
I'm very, very young. Younger than I appear. So I was
literally
never
2 months younger than me.
I was never legal.
So we went to... Old Pacifico was like a club. It was like a club. New Pacifico was a club, but then they turned it into the jazz bar. So now it's like a live jazz band. You're like sitting around at tables. It's like an older crowd. It's like people are like dancing in
such
like
a
really
gorgeous
cute
space.
ways.
I feel like a jazz club fits it so much better than what a club did, you know?
It does. And you know what? Like,
such a
I'm
beautiful
honestly
spot.
I had a lot of fun at Pacifico, the jazz bar. Like, a lot of fun.
I would go back. Like, I would go for a little date or something.
No, you know what? As a date spot specifically, I will say it was a vibe. It was loud,
I'm
though.
definitely not going to throw that out, though. Like, I would like, where are you trying to go? Pacifico Jazz Club.
I wouldn't pitch it. But like, if it ends up, the night ends up going there, or like you can't get in anywhere else, like it was a good spot to go. And like maybe if you're in a relationship, you could pitch it. I wouldn't say first date, but like maybe later on. But we did do it on our first date, and it was good. And then I got absolutely wasted by accident because I started my pills again, and these damn pills. I am really bad for staying on my medication, and I tend to go on and off them, and then when I go on them, I drink too much, and then I throw up. And like by too much, I mean like two drinks. Like, so it's like I just can't. I'm just really poor at regulating my meds, which we're gonna get alcohol consumption
so much better at.
I actually have. I think in the past 2 weeks I've improved because this night was kind of
only work as long as you take them consistently.
Exactly, and they've been working.
We can go back to the thing where I text you the pill emoji and then we both take ours at the same time.
Yeah, that's a vibe. That's a vibe. I've been good though. I set like alarms on my phone. Like I've been better. That's another app though. Yeah. Before we get into the med talk, but yeah. So I get a little wasted, so then we're like, let's go back to my house. So obvi. So we're walking around first, and we haven't kissed yet. And we're walking around, and I'm actually mad because I did kiss him just randomly on the side of the street, and like I was like, I like to have like good moments. Like I wish we had like a really cute first kiss, you know, but you know, drunk Maddie wants what she wants when she wants it. So that's where we were. And then we end up walking, and Lauren, this is the part I'm ashamed to tell you.
Should be.
As a best friend, I'm ashamed.
Go ahead, tell the people.
We might
need to do a little bit of a reminder since it has been 2 weeks.
We went to Citadel Hill, me and this guy.
And if you don't know,
Lauren's summer wish was to kiss a guy on Citadel Hill.
Not a guy, but just
true. I shouldn't put you in a box like that. Kiss someone hot on Citadel Hill. So me and this guy went to Citadel Hill, and we did make out on Citadel Hill. I'm sorry. I hated to break it to. I literally was like, I'm sorry. I soft launched it in the group chat and everything. I sent like a whole picture of the hill. It was like raining too. Like it was like really dramatic.
It was hard to swallow for sure.
As it should be. Like that's like not cool of me. But you know what? If you want to go on a hot summer swim with someone at night or whatever the fuck my summer wish was, you get in there. You jump in the ocean.
Maddie, when Maddie told me about it, she did say that she thought of me the whole time. Once I got past how fruity that was of her, I appreciated the effort because, like you said, you were sitting on Citadel Hill.
Well,
he would have just not. Were you gonna say no? This is Lauren's summer wish.
Exactly. So like, I did go with it, and he actually told me that's when he figured out that he actually liked me. So,
were we 3 hours in at this point?
Yeah.
Did he not like you before?
Not liked me, but like he was like, okay, like, you know, it was like a moment for us. You know what I mean? Like it was a moment for me too. Like I was like, okay, yeah, you know, it's like because it was like our second kiss in the rain on Citadel Hill. It should be your summer wish. It should.
It was.
It's a game. It should still be.
And
it should still be it. Don't let me stop you.
This definitely stung for a while, I will say, but I'm feeling a little bit better because I did receive an anonymous message of someone who said that they would like to kiss me on Citadel Hill.
Which is like cute, you know?
I don't know who. Yeah, well, obviously it's anonymous, but I guess that made
Do you know
me
what we
feel
should do? Have you ever watched the movie with Drew Barrymore that's like Never Been Kissed?
No.
Okay, at the end of it, she goes to this baseball game and she's like waiting to get her first kiss. We should go to Citadel Hill and put out a message and be like, we're here for 5 minutes. If this anonymous person doesn't show up and kiss Lauren right now, you're done.
First come, first serve.
We'll do it at the end of the summer if it hasn't happened yet. Free kisses. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we'll do. Worst comes to worst.
Exploit
that shit, right?
Yeah, I guess you have to make it into content.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, we have our little sort of hill make-out moment, and then we go back to my house, have a few other moments. Yeah, we watched a Catfish ep, I think, and it was great. And then I vomited.
Yeah,
in the bathroom. It was really romantic. He was like, "Do you want me to hold your hair?" I like locked the door. I'm like, "Get out! Get out! I'm fine. Get out, please." Like,
wait. Where's my phone? My phone's always on the ground. I'm gonna show the YouTube camera the picture that Maddie sent of her puking because she looks like such a derp. And if you think about the fact that he was on the other side, can you, while I find this photo, explain why we call him what we call him?
Yeah,
to ourselves, because we also need to name him on here.
So we've been calling him 3.0 because his name is like the most generic name. No offense, but it is. Like, I know I'm Maddie, like I'm one to talk, you know, there's so many Maddies, but this guy has a generic ass name. So, and we already know 2 other of this guy, like,
that is like romantically involved in
our friend group.
Life.
Yeah. So it's like
kind of hard for all of us to be.
We're all dating a guy with this name. So like we have to start numbering them. There's literally no other option.
Where's the camera? There she is.
Yeah. Can I see it?
Yeah.
Is it really bad? We'll put it in the roundup, I guess.
Oh wait, that was the next morning. Let me find the one where he's.
There's more than one.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Throwing up, and the king is in my living room. Look at her little face. She's so squishy.
Yeah. Brutal.
What a derp. What a derp. Your face is so red.
Yeah. I was dry heaving a lot. But yeah, so that happened. He was like super nice about it. Thought I was out of the woods. I was like, he's definitely doesn't want to hang out with me again.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so he texted me at 6 a.m. He left like in the morning, I guess, because he couldn't sleep and we were recording. So I was like, fair enough. No, we were going on above deck.
Yeah.
Lauren actually came over and woke me out of my bed, and I was literally like lying about with saltine crackers, like.
Yeah, we were going
on a boat.
We partnered up with, I think we did talk about it, the above deck party. So we had to go for that. We needed to be there for 11 a.m. Like the boat was leaving. So I went to Maddie's at 10, and she just like, I stood on the side of her bed with her breakfast that I bought her, and she just like grappled onto my legs. It was just holding onto them.
Do we have to go on the boat? Like I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get so seasick. I was fine. It was a really fun time.
She just came and drank some ginger ale.
Yeah.
I got drunk enough for both of us.
I literally drank ginger ale the whole day.
I got fucked
That's
up.
so funny. Yeah, Lauren was wasted.
I got drunk enough for the 2 of us.
That's really funny. Low-key, that's another app.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, yeah, so blah, blah, blah. We end up texting, and then, so that was Friday, then we're at Sunday. We're like, let's hang out again. Because on Friday, he was like, let's definitely hang out again this weekend. And I was like, okay, I'm busy Saturday, but Sunday. So that's, you know what? That's a good way to secure a second date, is to make the plan on, like, pick a time and place. Doesn't matter what you're doing, but do it on the first
Let's
date.
hang out again.
Let's hang out again on Sunday. You know? When are you free? When are you free next? So text him and I'm like, what's the plan? And he had mentioned he wanted to see Top Gun, so we went to go see the new Top Gun on Sunday. No. This date, this was a crazy date, okay? Because he was like, let me take you to this restaurant that's like really close to the movie theater that I used to work at. I'm like, sounds good. So we meet at the restaurant. I get there. The man has a Caesar waiting for me.
Wow.
Say less, okay? Obviously, I'm obsessed. A Caesar? You remembered that's my drink? Like, I mean, not that I don't talk about it constantly and like post about it all the time, but like, okay, king, you know? To have it waiting was just, I was so excited. Then we were like, okay, let's have just one drink here, go to the movie, and then we'll come back for dinner because we were like running late. So we go to the movie, homoerotic film. Let me just say. Is it something I want to be watching on a date? It got me in the mood.
More so in the privacy of my own home.
Yeah, like it got me in the mood for sure. I was like,
something about erotica.
They had this like football scene. It's the Miles Teller scene, you know? And I was like, okay, Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. But yeah, it was a vibe. We go back to the restaurant. Okay. The restaurant is essentially like closed or closing. And he's like, I was like, oh shit, like it's fine. He's like, no, like I used to work here. Don't worry about it. Like we'll go in. Okay. We go in. We're like the only ones there. We're literally like being waited on by his friend. Like I meet the chef. It's like a whole thing. Like all the like waiters and waitresses are obsessed with him. Are obsessed with him, of course, and like just treating him like a king. He's like ordering for me. I was like, look, like I already ate before this, like so I'm not really hungry. So you just order whatever, and I'm just gonna like taste it because I just want to try it. Okay, so he's ordering like stuff that I haven't even heard of, and then it comes out. We're just having like good convo. Like I get another Caesar. The drinks are flowing. We're vibing. First thing comes out. It's on fire. It's literally like a flambe.
Yeah.
A fucking flambe.
And there's no one else in the restaurant?
No, there's like no
couple
I don't
parties.
Think, yeah, there was a couple parties finishing up, but like by the end of it was just us. The lights were dim. We were in the middle, like the music was cute. It was like kind of romantic. I don't know. I was like, so how many girls have you taken here? Like for real. Come on. Like there's no way you haven't done this before. Right? Apparently he hasn't. I don't know. I'm still on the fence if I believe that. But like flambe, come on. I was out alpha'd.
I think.
Of course. A penny for your thoughts.
I think it's a little intense.
It's on the nose.
A little flashy for a second date, especially since your first date was like yesterday. Or 2 days ago.
Yeah, we waited 48 hours.
That like I love it. I love that you got that
I
experience.
love the flashy date.
I think it's so fun and it's like a once in a lifetime thing, and you know what I mean? Like
I'm not, once in a lifetime.
I'm not hating on Maddie. I need to clarify this because
he
like,
better
Maddie
get some more fucking flambés for me. Are you kidding?
Maddie knows I'm not hating on her, but like I don't know. When I saw that, I thought it was a little flashy. Like I don't know. I'm just already on guard with all these guys. Like, and I'm really on guard with this one because of how intelligent he seems.
No,
and how
dude, right? That's
like,
scary, right?
He just seems a little calculated to me. I don't know. I'm definitely keeping an eye out. I think it's important to share these things.
No, 100%,
you know?
and that's fair. Like,
and he's gonna listen.
It
so
was
this way he
flashy.
Can know how I feel.
It was flashy, and I could see how it would be calculated. But then again, here's the thing. Another thing that I'm super attracted to him about is like, he's very honest. Like to the point where like low key, like it could be mean, but it's like I still appreciate what he's saying. Like I don't think he's like being mean. Like he's not like bullying me, you know? But it's like he'll say things that you probably wouldn't say to someone on the second date or whatever, just because it's like it's so honest. So I was like, okay, like I feel like I know where I stand with him because I genuinely believe he's being honest. I can't say.
Oh,
online.
Just like personal things?
Yeah, like personal things and like.
About himself or about you?
Like both. Like he would like read me. That was another thing. I fucking love when guys do this. When I'm like pulling some shit and like they just read the fuck out of me and they're like, okay, you're fake. Like that's like, okay, just be real with me. Like I sucker for a man who sees me for who I really am. You know what I mean? And like I feel like that was him.
Yeah.
Like he would like call me on my shit. So I was here for it. And it went both ways. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I was also calling him on his shit. And I feel like since he was being, like, honest with me, like, I would be honest back in, like, kind of a mean way. So it was, like, kind of, like, banter in this, like, fucking sick and twisted way.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was fun. It was good.
Good.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I
think, too, like, well, also, like, after that date, he did, like, say, you know, so...
Yeah, he did ask where things were going with us.
Yeah, and so for me, like I said, I am not hating on the flashy date. I love the flashy date. Actually, like I think that was a good call on his part.
No, I did too.
It's a good date.
Yeah.
I think it's a little much for a second. I think it's a little flashy, and I think he definitely could have gotten away with it if it was cash. I don't love the
fair.
Like, where is this going when you guys hung out Friday, then Saturday? Like
Friday, then Sunday.
Friday, then Sunday. Like the flashy date and the like seeing each other right away. It's just your past that I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
And how quick he is to bring on the flashy stuff and wanting to see you again. And
it's not,
you know
like,
what I mean?
It's not like we keep it low key that I do that. You know what I mean? Like, people know.
People know that you get into these things really quickly, and it's been used against you in the past, and it will not be happening again.
It's important to keep my guard up.
Well, my guard is all the way the fuck up. I have a fucking, like...
You'll hear about that in a second.
Oh, my guard is up.
So, yeah. So that happened, whatever. He asked me where things are going. And remember how I was saying I want to focus on myself, all this stuff. So I said, you know what? It's probably best if we just stop seeing each other. I called it off. Mm-hmm. I said, you know what? No, this is probably a good thing to just call it quits right here, because I'm genuinely not looking for anything, right? Like I'm not necessarily looking to be in a relationship. And this is the first time I've actively been not looking. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, like, I think we should call it off. He's like, I can respect that. Blah, blah, blah. It was like sad. Like, I went and dropped him off. Like, I was like, goodbye, 3.0. I'll miss you. Mm-hmm. And then, whatever. So I was like, I just got to go on with my life. Fast forward to Tuesday.
I was so proud of this. I was like, I couldn't believe what a step this was. Like,
this was a huge step, and I still think it's a good step.
Yeah, I mean, it's always important to try.
It was a step. It was one step forward. Then it was 3 steps back, because I go to Toronto. I go to Ottawa. Okay, I'm on the flight to Ottawa, whatever. On the flight, I tend to be drawn. Like, when I'm on a flight, I'm genuinely, like, always have my sad music in my headphones, and I'm looking out the window. And I'm thinking about boys, probably. Mm-hmm. Someone who broke my heart, because that's a common occurrence, right? So I'm thinking about him, and I'm like, sad situation. But you know what? I was, like, confident in my decision. And you know what? I still am. Like, I think it was the right move, and I think we'll get there. Just wait. So, yeah, whatever, we land. I turn my phone off airplane mode, and I get that text. Have a safe flight, Maddie Mills.
I can respect that. I can respect your space.
You're going to text me, have a safe flight, Maddie Mills, my full name, which is, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's on record, my weakness.
It's almost like we say it all the time on here.
Yeah.
You know, like people would know to say that.
Like, if you call me my full name, like, it's my beck and call, you know? Like, I'm obsessed. Mm-hmm. So I was like, of course.
I really hope nobody uses that against you.
Oh, I know. So all this stuff happens. I'm like, I get the text. I'm like, honestly, really happy, because, you know, it's just like when something ends, it's sad. So it's nice when it's like, okay, they're thinking of me too. Mm-hmm. You know, because I was just thinking about the whole flight being like dramatic as shit. And then it's like, I got the text. I was like, still got it, baby. Still got it. And then, so I texted him back. I'm like, oh my God, he remembered my flight info and like all this stuff, because it's been 2 fucking days. Like, he doesn't have amnesia or anything. Cool. And then we end up talking when I'm away, like, called each other, like, drunk calls. And then, yeah, we didn't text like too much. That's another thing I like about him, is that he never expects me to be like talking to him 24/7. Like, it's very much like we text to get information, like, when are we hanging next kind of vibe. Or like we'll text like a odd joke or two, like if it's like a insider or something, you know. But we're never in like constant communication, which I think is an improvement from
when
my
did you guys
friends.
hang out for the first time?
Friday.
Not Friday that we just had?
No, the Friday before.
So
that.
A week?
Yeah, it's been like a week and a half.
Okay.
So we hung out twice. I go away for like 5 days. Then I get home yesterday. And my roommate invited me to go to Lower Deck, and I was like, I'm really tired. And then he invited me to go to Lower Deck, and I was like, I'm less tired. But then my roommate ended up not going, and I was like, okay, whatever. So, and then I was like, 3.0, if you need to drive home, like, I'll DD you. Just trying to be nice. And because I wanted to see him. I did want to see him. I did. I'll admit, I did want to see him. So, I picked him up, and then he ended up sleeping over, and we had a moment, and then Lauren came into my room this morning, and we were late for recording. So yeah,
I did meet him this morning.
Lauren did meet him. What were your thoughts? Like, what did you think?
I think that he
was kind of trauma dumping to you.
Well, he wasn't necessarily trauma dumping. I was just asking some questions.
Lauren was interrogating him this morning.
I had to be quick though, but
yeah, we were.
I guess okay. He was definitely a lot more personable than your exes have been. Like, he shook my hand and everything. I didn't really shake it back, but you know, he like put it out.
Yeah. He was making an effort.
He was answering my questions, which I appreciated. I didn't let him ask any about me, because he's not my fucking friend. I'm not looking for a new friend. I have all my friends, so I'm okay.
Friends.
I don't know. I definitely think that he is a smart guy. I think he's handsome.
Yeah.
And I see why you would be attracted to him. Like, you know, he's good looking, and if somebody brought me to a closed restaurant, it would probably work on me too. I just, as like an outsider, I think that, again, even after talking with him, think that he's very, like, I don't know, calculated. I don't know. My trust isn't there. I don't think that.
I think he's proving himself.
What?
He's in the process of proving himself. And I said I was implementing a new rule. Mm-hmm. My new rule is 3 months.
Yeah, I would hope. Because, this guy seems also to really want to move quickly. And, I mean, I did talk to him about his ex already. So I don't really know why he wants to go into another relationship so quickly.
I think that was longer ago than you think it is.
I know, but still, even if he has never had a girlfriend in his life, where are we going after like 2 days? Yeah. It's a lot. I'm not vibing with it. I'll be honest.
That's fair.
That's my straight answer. I'm not vibing with you two, and I'm not vibing with him. Is my answer. And I did say that while you were in Ontario. Like, you were sending me screenshots of you like calling him and stuff at night, and I was like, I don't support this, but I do love calling someone late at night when you're drunk. But yeah, I definitely don't trust him. I don't think that he. I think I would love to know the intentions. Like, did you go into this date looking for a girlfriend, or is it like Maddie's changed your whole view on it? Like,
am I the one?
And if she is the one, what makes her the one? What do you know about her?
No,
do you know what I mean?
That's what I keep saying. Like, I'll be like, he'll like say these things, and I'm literally like, okay, but you don't know who I am, which is a huge improvement for me.
Yeah,
and like I think I'm doing a really good job. Because
you don't want him to tell you who you are. He needs to learn who you are.
Exactly. And like I'll like confirm or deny things. Like if he tries to like read me, I'm like, no, I think you're wrong.
I just think that it's important that you keep in mind that like people who do casually date for 3 months, like keep in mind what those people do. You know what I mean? Which is like slow.
Which is what I keep telling him.
Yeah, why does he want a relationship so bad after a week? Is it because...
I don't know if he wants a relationship or he just wants... I think we're both at the stage where we're like, okay, we like hanging out. We're both having fun hanging out, so let's keep hanging out.
Okay.
Like, I think we're like...
With mindful space.
Exactly.
And other people that you hang out with.
No, exactly. Like, I'm not trying to spend my whole life with this guy.
Or your whole summer.
Yeah. No.
You know?
Like, I have a summer wish.
Yeah.
And a summer goal.
I think if you want to continue to see him and hook up with him, there's no reason not to. Like, I don't need to love him for you to fuck him. Like, you know what I mean?
No, literally.
But, like, definitely be cautious of how quickly he wants to move. He's an incredibly smart guy, which I think is important, too. We're normally used to dealing with idiots.
I said...
Go ahead.
Should I say it?
Yeah, you're looking forward to it.
I said... He fucks like I have daddy issues, but he cuddles like he has mommy issues.
So I get why you would stay around. Of course.
That's probably my best description of him.
Yeah. I guess my overall thing is cautious, moving slow, and that I'm not vibing with it.
Lauren's not trying to get any good episodes here, but I am. I'm throwing myself in the deep end for you guys.
Yeah.
And I come back with quality content.
Well, yeah.
As I said
you're
before,
all enjoying the content because I deal with the mental abuse that she has gone through afterwards.
As I said before, 2 out of 3 of our top rated episodes are my breakup episodes. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I mean, who knows about this one? Who knows what's going on here?
Yeah.
But yeah, that is kind of where I'm at. He did leave my house this morning in a frantic rush. And
we were leaving in a more frantic
me
rush.
and Lauren, I was running down the street with my shoes in my hand.
I was being a bitch to him from the second he woke up this morning. Maddie loves this joke that I say when I say that I wake up and choose cunt. Like, I think I just woke up and chose to be a cunt to him because I was.
And also, like, to be fair, like, I did scum Lauren on that one. Like, I genuinely did not remember that we were recording at 10 a.m. or whatever. And, like, so, yeah. And Lauren's come to my house with men in my bed before, and it's happened. I was like, we have to stop meeting like this, Lauren. Like, it's just not good. But
I guess we're just gonna see where things go. I'm gonna continue to live my truth and encourage you to do what feels right and healthy for you.
Continue chaperoning my love.
I'm gonna continue to scare the shit out of this guy and hopefully scare him off. Yeah, and we'll see what happens.
Or maybe he'll stick around and he actually doesn't suck.
Well, he better be the one if he sticks around after what I have in store. Hate
to be hopeful here, but my parents always say you find the person that you end up with when you're not looking for them.
Yeah, totally.
You find something good when you're not looking for it. So we'll see.
Yeah. We will see.
It's good to end on an optimistic note, Lauren.
I'll see you soon.
He's like, yay.
Yeah. No, I always see so many jokes about, like, I hate, like, those girls that are, my girlfriend's best friend is always the most annoying person in the world. Like, I am the best friend that's really annoying. But whatever I've done it for love.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. And that's why I'm never too mad about it.
Yeah.
I also gave him the heads up. I was like, just so you know, Lauren
sucks.
I was like, Lauren's the worst. No, I was like, Lauren might be a little hard on you, so just be cool.
Mm-hmm. He was cool. He's cool. The best to take it out of anyone who's taken it from me.
Yeah, I know. I think.
But
I'm excited.
That's not a good thing.
I think you guys
a little wired, I would think.
Or does that make you not trusting?
Make me not trusting? I think that not being trusting is important within this context.
Sure. That's fair. I don't know. I don't want to be closed off to love. I've never wanted to be closed off to love. I don't think you should be
closed off to love.
All because
I think
of
the right
past
person will stick around.
That's what I'm saying. And I think, he knows, like, some of my shit. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely keeping a close eye on him for sure.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's all from us.
Yeah, that's kind of the weekend roundup.
That's a little bit of our weekend roundup. We're at our time, so I managed to once again get by without updating you guys on my love life. Oh,
thank God.
It's a skill and a talent.
Jesus, what would we be doing if I didn't have some fucking mental illness?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, that is all from us, you guys. As you know, the Best of Halifax nominations are still open and in our link, so you can check that out. But besides that, we will talk to you on Thursday for the weekend warm-up.
Talk soon,
everyone. Thank you for watching this episode of the Weekend Roundup. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Maybe hit the bell button. And we'll see you back here next Sunday. Talk soon.